Hello and welcome to Ryan's Family Amusement. We have a division matchup between Rob Linehan and Chris Parkinson underway here. 5 strings, 2 points per game, 4 for total pins. Both bowlers on their second match. Well, if you just joined us, Rob Linehan throwing first. Lefty delivers a little bit left on the 2-pin, drops 7. Has a decent look at the 1-3, 10. Little left. Maybe tap on that head pin, but he'll be shooting for 10. And Marshfield resident will take a 9 to start things. First ball in the second box. Again, the 5-step approach. And again, on the 2-pin, this time the half Worcester. Still 7 pins standing with the third ball coming up. Linehan was defeated, shut out actually last week by Justin Waters. A tremendous 675 game. Roberts scored in the mid 500s. 8 on that one, 17 through 2. Format today, Dan Castle joins. Format today, 5 boxes at a time. Each bowler, beginning Rob Linehan, the home bowler, has chosen bowl first. He's on the 2-pin again. This time gets a beautiful break. Down to the 9-pin. 3 pieces of wood out front. You can see a little bit on the pin cam there. And on the second rotation, the spare is good. 27 in the ball through 3 for Linehan. 2-time Outrun the Bear champion, 2018. In the fill, drops 8. 35. Been bowling since he was 4 years old. His parents actually met at a bowling alley. Oh, just right on the 2-pinner. 5 and 8 remaining. Linehan open in the 4th. We'll take 9, 44. His opponent, Chris Parkinson, today's away bowler. In his first season of the ACST. He's put up his high 5 this summer. Both bowlers participated in the Millis Summer Leagues. And Chris, coming down the stretch, put up a 684. Linehan is facing 3. That's the 1 and the 2 in front of the 9. He'll be open in the 5th. So start that 5 off. And that will be a 52 side for Linehan. And Dan, hello. I see you've joined us. You want to do the play-by-play for a couple? Yeah. For Chris Parkinson stepping up. Now on lane 15.
All right, we have here on lane 15, we have Chris Parkinson. First ball, he is on the head pin, drops 8, leaves the 2 and the 3 and the 6 pin, I'm sorry, backwards today. On a spare shot, and he's on it. It looked a little risky there for a second, but he got it. On the fill. In the pocket, a little light, but he drops 8, leaves a 7-10 split. And those of you who don't regularly watch Candlepin, you know that this is impossible in 10-pin, but sometimes we get it in Candlepin. On the red line. 9, and he takes out the 10 pin. I kind of thought that might work.
Yeah, not the one I was expecting to stand up after that. Split that, skidded that double wood straight across.
For the 10, and he took the wood just right. That was a dangerous move because I thought the wood, he might cap that and that might deflect the ball off.
Going through 2.
In the third box, he's on the left-hand head, on the left-hand pocket, leaves the 6 and the 9 pin.
3 head pins in a row for Parkinson.
Here we go for the spare. And a little light on the 6 pin, and it doesn't take out the 9. And he misses a 9, so after 3 boxers, Chris is at 37 and Rob is at 35. Both these bowlers are closely matched. I bowled against both of them, and they're tough to beat, let me tell you.
Well, they're actually both 2-time winners of the Outrun the Bear title, scratch and doubles in both cases. Parkinson had a 117 average during the summer league. He was hot. He was hot. I was just mentioning he threw his high 5, 684 recently.
So he just had the 4 horsemen and came in on the 2 pin, just took out the middle 2, going for the 1-7, and he picks it up nice and clean, deflects the ball over to the 7 pin. So after 4, he's at 47 to Rob's 44. And in the 5th box, he's coming up on the small. Coming in left to right on the 3 pin, he leaves 4 horsemen again.
And for those of you who are curious, he's throwing 36 miles an hour out of his hand and 31.4 miles an hour on the pin cam where the Ryan's with the speedometer left on the spare. Sorry.
Yep.
So his ball stays now 5 miles an hour between his hand and the object.
So he's left with the 1, 4, 7. And he's going for the 1. He picks up just 1, leaves 2. So after 5, he is at 55 to Rob's 52. And I was always curious how he was going to go for that because traditionally you're supposed to just go for the 2 and take a 9. But I'm often tempted, and obviously Chris was, to try to take all 3. But the risk is you get just 1, and that's what happened.
You know, the 2-pinner only goes 51% of the time too, though, Dan. It's by no means guaranteed, but you do get 1 pin more often for 2. Linehan in the pocket. He'll take 8 on his first, but has a split. 8, 10. Piece of wood on a tee that might work for him. Let's see. The lefty can't get the wood to move, so he'll be open in the 6. 3-pin lead for Parkinson after the first half here. And Rob will take 9. 61. Rob's high single is 174. Talk about the bowlers being similar. 8 drop on that one. 2-4 remain. There's a good chance. Chris Parkinson's high single is 176. Just
misses.
hair left.
So
Linehan's missed a couple of those. Yeah, Dan.
So one of the great mysteries in league bowling with Rob is exactly how many steps does Rob take on his approach.
That's right.
And we've counted 6, we've counted 5. Not ever quite sure. He's got a unique approach that's actually quite effective.
1, 2, 3. That was 5 that time. Full on the head pin, down to the double pinochle with wood on both sides. Tough chance there.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. Obviously, he's going to have to play the wood. It's a decision which side to go. I might play the right. I don't know.
The lefty releases the ball down right in front of the 4-pin. So he gets a lot of swing on that, a lot of left to right swing.
And sometimes that's the way you've got to do that, because the wood is inclined to just push it straight through. So sometimes it's just not set up for you. So after 8, Rob's at 80. Going into the 9th box.
There's a breakup for him.
Drops 9, leaves a 10-pin, standing alone. For the spare. Picks it up nice and clean. Spare in the 9th. Now on the fill. And he picks up 7. Is that 7-pin going to go? Nope. 1, 2, and 7 left. Little guiding wood in the back.
It's gonna go! It's gonna go! He shook it!
He steals it, misses the head pin entirely. Wood came back and just nudged it. And
yeah, Rob was on the 2-pin there, but he hit it so fine, so thin that it actually, I guess it moved there was wood over there, grabbed the head pin, and an 8 fill on that one on the 11th frac, so that's gonna be a 115. That was a big spare.
that was.
Hey Rob, what's your current average? 112. Okay, 112. So he's given 5 pins, but this is scratch. All right, Chris Parkinson now has to match with a 60 side. Start. If that goes, yep, the 5 fell late, and more tumbling. Just the 4-pin remains for Parkinson.
That's a big break.
Yeah, that 4, 5, 7 is about as hard as spare is good for Parkinson. It's about as hard as the spread eagle, really. I don't have good numbers on it, but it is definitely in single digits on the conversion rate.
Well, that's
even with wood. Even with wood.
That's why I'm pushing to call it the castle. I get it a lot, and I almost never get the spare, and I hate it.
Well, it looks a little bit like castling in chest. Parkinson on the bonus, again on the head pin, a little thin. Sends one high and left off the wall for the check mark. That's your favorite lead, Bob? 6 on the bonus, though, puts him at 71. And those are converted about 36 to 4 horsemen. I think that one's a 40%er. Yeah, 38%. And I'll take 9 there. That was in the channel. So 80. Parkinson 80 through 7 is 10 over. Needs to get to 15 over to catch Linehan. Has 3 boxes to do it.
It's 35 pins. At least 1 spare.
Right down the middle on the left side. 5 and 9 remain. A little bit of wood. Does it help? Does it hurt? I don't know.
Play the wood in this spot?
I think it's 2. I don't know. Let's see what he does. He plays on the side, and it reached. I was worried it wouldn't reach that 5-pin. Parkinson could see it. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the pin cam, though. Maybe it was there.
Yeah, I'll go on.
Yeah. 3rd spare for Parkinson. Now looking for a big fill. He gets it. Well, on the head pin for 7. 97. Right. And a split. He needs 18 to tie, 19 to win in the next 2. A mark, of course, will punch it.
Just the wood.
Okay. Big 3rd ball coming up. 19 for the win, 18 for the tie. Good pin in, and he might get, if he kicks that one, which he does for the 10. That is huge for the string. 107 means he needs 9 to win now in the 10th.
Yeah, that kept him from beating a spare.
Okay.
Chris gets great action, even on a shot that's off like
Yeah,
that.
that one was clocking 32 and a half at the head pin. Or I should say the forehand. Down the middle, and that's a spare. Okay, total still in play. Parkinson wins match 1. So we're going 5 strings. Total's worth 4 points. Parkinson takes 2 right off the bat.
And he had to hit that just perfectly with that spare. There was no margin.
How many head pins? And he had head pins on
8. There's 8.
Yeah, geez, that's it. So that's going to be 125, a 10-pin lead. Let's check that on the official score. 125, 115. That is true. Linehan, our home bowler, has chosen to bowl first. He'll be back on lane 15. Back on the head pin. There you go. 8 drop down to 5 and 9.
Shot. Beautiful pocket shot. Yeah, he came right into the pocket on that. Beautiful. 5-8, 5-9 left. And he goes wide.
That's the difference, just a couple of those.
And a match between bowlers of this capability, a missed shot like that can be a huge difference at the end of the game. And he ends up with a 9 box.
Nice piece.
In the opposite pocket and drops 9.
Yeah, 5-pin fill. A little bit late. Beautiful. 32 miles an hour out of his hand. Down.
Nice and clean, didn't touch the wood at all, picks up a spare.
Rob releases it right, that's why he normally releases the ball, whether he's throwing it the head pin or the 7-pin. Just changes his angle.
And he controlled his natural hook very well on that, because a lot of times that left to right hook hitting the 7-pin gets to be very tough. And he dropped 6 in the spare, leaves another check mark, which he told us while Chris was bowling was his favorite lead. Let's see if that holds true.
25-32. Oh!
And he just picks 1 pin.
Got to hit the 2-pin.
Maybe not so much.
Leaves the 2-5-7. Moves some pins around, leaves the 5 for another 9 box. 34 after 3. And the 4th box. Again in the pocket.
I'm counting 5 steps there, man.
5 today?
It looks like usually 5. I saw 4 once. He kind of has a little stutter step at the beginning. Keeps his heels on the way in the back, 15 feet away. There it is.
And a mark in the 4th. 44 and a ball after 4. Or Rob, everybody should be watching his steps now.
Oh, he's the road runner. I think that was a 4. No stutter step for beginning that day. Chris says he's a 5-step bowler too.
Chris is 5-step, yeah. So he dropped 7 in the field for 51 after 4. He's got a nasty little split there, and he picks up a spare.
What a
beautiful shot. 1-8-10. Beautifully done. Gives him 61 and a ball after 5. Very good half.
All right. So Chris Parkinson, who I think had 8 out of 10 head pins, plus 1 on his 10th string fill. They're back on it again.
There's a head pin. 7, 8, 9, and 6 pins.
Yeah.
Not a happy lead after a ball like that.
The wood gives him a small chance. He works it around on the 6-pin, but he's also got a piece between the 2.
So it goes, and it deflected behind the 7-pin. But that was a great effort on that one.
Yeah, just He's right on his target. Nine in the first for Parkinson.
He keeps throwing in the pocket like that. You're going to see some nice strikes here. There's no way around that.
Parkinson wearing his nothing to lose jersey. The team that he played on with Rob Linehan last year. Another head pin, this one thin, and he's got the diamond in one. Diamond's fronted by the 2-pin.
Tried to get something over and didn't quite go. So he's up to 2 and 1. Up against the spare in this box.
Pin in there.
Nicely done 9. So Chris is 18 after 2 versus Rob at 25 after 2. At this point, Rob has an early lead.
First ball in the third. Parkinson, 3 head pins in a row this time. 9 drop down to the 4-pin, and it's covered with what do you call that one? I always call those candy bars. You got something big
This
for
sweet,
like
that's
that.
for sure. Yeah, I call it a barn door.
Wait for the ball return.
I'm actually kind of amazed that that pin didn't go for a strike.
It was shaking. Just
Directly
like
on
that.
the red line.
I was gonna say since this spring when they had the Outrun the Bear, I want to say last May, they cleaned all the pins and they had really sanded them down. I don't know if you sanded them down, but you scrubbed them down with steel wool. And just cleaning those pins, cleaning the plates made this place so much faster. I think 5 pins faster per game.
Well, that and they just a few weeks ago cleaned the approaches.
That's right.
Which they look great. It's a little adjustment for the bowlers because right after they're cleaned, they're a little bit slick. And he drops 8 on the fill.
Rare miss on the head pin, but not a bad outcome.
That brings him a lot closer. He's at 36 after 3. Actually puts him ahead of Rob. He's at 34 after 3. Then he's up against 2 spares here by Linehan. Oh, beautifully done. 1-9. No wood. You got to hit that one just right.
Yeah, his ball moving right to left like that. He wasn't gonna be the ball that took him. He took it with the pin.
Now he's going for a big fill here. Slight head pin hit. Leaves 5, takes 5. So 50. Now they're tied up 51 after 4 each.
Get the bundle of 5 there, the hay bale.
No, it didn't go. He was on it.
Just a little thin. Advantage Linehan. 1 pin and a ball.
So he gets a 9 box for a 60 half. Rob's coming up with 61 and a ball. He's on the field. So you talk about the odds, Bob, and Monday night, I have to tell you, I actually got a spread eagle on a strike.
Oh, really?
Spread eagle with a 9 pin, so it's a spread eagle +1. And I didn't expect to, but I actually picked up the spare.
You picked up the spare?
I got it. There's no video of that.
Oh, sorry.
I'll probably never do it again.
I've got 2 in my
What, the spread eagle?
Spread eagle plus a 9 pin.
on it, and it was in a fill on a
I had the spread eagle.
Yes, I was filming when Rob was captain of my team at the time.
I made the spread eagle. I had the spread eagle plus 5.
So 4 on the fill for 65 half.
Spread eagle. I think that was versus.
Well, that was a curious situation because I had 3 on one side and the 4 on the other, and I had to debate whether I go for the 4 for the fill, or I thought maybe if I hit the 3 I could kick it over and pick up at least 1 extra pin, and well, it went. I couldn't believe it.
That's beautiful. Hey, look at this one.
Look at that! What a shot!
How about that for a 3 and 1?
The 3 and 1 brings a pin over for a 10 box, 75 after 6.
Linehan We finished 115 in the first. It's 15 over through 6 right now. That's going, it's going, and it's gone. 7
it's a strike.
was the last to fall. He had all 5 of the bundle there, and the pin came off the right side, and just played dominoes with him.
Well, it's a good thing Paul's not here. He'd probably call a delay a game. But a strike is a strike, no matter how long it takes.
And the bonus overshoots the head pin. Grabs 3. 88.
He's got another ball to go.
Oh, right, that's right. How about that?
He doesn't clean him up. He's got another mark. So 10 fill on that strike for 95.
Yeah, that's right.
7.
I need to.
He's at 105 and a ball in the 8th.
Even while I was calling that strike.
And another check mark for Rob. A 6 fill gives him 111 after 8. Another spare opportunity.
That's the one.
And he gets it. 3 in a row.
Use the wall for the 7 pin. Grab the triangle first. And the 4 pin, use the wall. I hit the 7, and that is 3 marks in a row. Back on the head pin again.
Nice 8 fill. Gives him 129 after 9. And yet another spare opportunity. And he goes off to the left a little bit, takes out 1. So now he's going for the 10 on the single pin.
That's good.
And he gets a 10, 139 for his second game.
I believe the only pin Rob left standing was the 9 in the first.
What?
You are correct on that.
Otherwise, it was no. There was a 9 in the third, so two pins left standing.
Yeah. Well, Chris needs an 80 half. And he's capable of doing it. I've had him throw those at me before.
He just took a little tour down
I did not think
Route
that strike was
28
going.
though.
Definitely did not think that strike was going.
And that was a good
Great attempt on the spread on the half blister. And disappointing 7, 9, 10 left to try to make for $10. And he picks up at 8. 68 after 6.
Oh, then the other one.
You missed the first string Parkinson won 125, 118 with the para marks. You know that?
Oh, come on. There you go.
And once again, Chris's exemplary pin action that he gets really paid off there. He was off to the left quite a bit, dropped 8, the pins just kept moving.
Right there.
Okay.
And a spare and a 7. He's going to need some more marks here, but that's the way you do that.
Six spares and a strike for Linehan. 3 so far to Parkinson. Spares, that is. And how did the 7 make it through that?
That looked like a strike ball was heading down the lane to me. But he takes out 7 for 85 after 7 to Linehan's 95. He's down 10.
Okay, that helped a little. But it was the seventh box is when the Linehan picked up that strikeout. And then of course the one on that 3 bill he had was huge for his 139 game. 10 in the
So 95 for Chris after 8 boxes to Rob's 111 at this point. So he needs to mark out at least. And speaking of spread eagles,
there it is. How do you play him? I mean, you were talking about when you have a 3 and a 4, you were...
I go left side first.
Yeah.
I'm not as good of a bowler as either one of these guys, but that's where I go.
Well, Skip's that perfect. Well, not perfect evidently, but very close to perfect.
The typical best outcome you're going to get out of that is a $10.
Yeah, 20% of professional bowlers convert 10s when they start with a spread eagle.
There you go.
And there's one of them.
Instead, he's at 105 after 9, and so Rob will win this match even if Chris triple strikes.
Yep. So yeah, on the spread eagle, you got to think the field is going to get spread eagles 6.5% of the time, one or the other. One of the variants, the balance and things. Head pin shot from Parkinson. Here's one of our favorites. Is this the castle, Dan?
This is one of two versions of it.
But yeah, I say about the spread eagles, you're playing against the field averaging 8.3 if you're in a professional.
So when you get the sleeve, there's always a piece of wood.
Oh, he did it!
And he did it. He picks it up. What I was going to say before he threw the ball was that the wood was relatively favorably positioned, and it actually seemed to work that time. That doesn't happen very often. Usually I find the wood is in front of the two of them.
Hey, Parkinson on the 11th rack.
And he drops a
strike. Another 125.
125 for Chris, twice.
Match is now square, two apiece. That brings us within 4 pins of Linehan's total. Dan, why don't you carry on with the commentary while I fix the scoreboard up for the third string.
We'll Rob play technician right now, and Rob's up to start the third game. Nice pocket shot, and the ball threatened to take out the 5-pin, but it didn't. So he got all the pins around the king pin, but the king is left standing. No guards. And nicely picked up clean for a spare in the first box for Rob Linehan. In the fill. And Rob's off on the 2-pin, drops 6. That's a 1-3-7-9. And the wood there behind those 2 front pins is quite interesting to me. Don't know if it'll work to take out the 9, but let's see. And Rob misses the head pin, so he picks up 3 out of 4.
Object.
As Rob is saying, you always got to hit the object.
Bowlers in the 110 to 120 typically are in the low 60s in their object rate.
He leaves a 9. Leaves a head pin for a 9 box. 25 after 2.
And again off the left.
And 4 horsemen plus a 7 pin.
That's the post. I always called it the 4 horsemen and the post. Paul just started calling it the post with the 4 horsemen and the other. It is kind of redundant.
And light on the head pin, takes out 2 more. It's left with the 6, 10, and 7. 6, 7, 10, or however you want to put the order of the pins. You got 2 on one side and 1 on the other.
Oh, that would have been tragic if that had been for a spare. You got that wood sitting in front of 2, but you still have to aim for the middle of those pieces. Otherwise, they'll twist like that.
Yeah. It goes once in a while. And the ball came back, so Chris is picking up the ball out of the channel for us.
Oh, 33 now.
Yeah, he had an 8 box in that, so we got to correct that. There's 33 after 3. And a ball that looked like a strike ball for sure leaves the line. And the wood's being a little.
That's not bad where it is there.
He's got to go clean on the range.
Or that.
Oh, he taps the wood and it takes out the spare. So a mark in the 4th. And this is why these guys are better bowlers.
I didn't mind. Dan, I didn't mind it. I thought that gave him the chance to bounce it into that pin, on the side of it, or even miss that far right. But he definitely wanted to miss right on that one.
And on the fill, they're just pointing 4 little, light on the head pin, and leaves the back row plus 2 in the front.
47 through 4.
He's on the objects.
He's shaking it.
And
He's shaking it.
Is it going to go? It really wants to. It leaned. And a 10 box. Well, as I like to say, there's always one kid in every classroom. 57 after 5 for Rob Linehan.
So Linehan led 254 to 250. Now has a 61 pin lead in the match. Chris Parkinson looking to match that. Another head pin.
Chris on the head pin, and he's got the 3 on the left, the 4 on the right. The same lead we were talking about from my Monday night experience.
So that's the 9 pin back there. Yep. Let's see it. Pin cam.
Uh-oh, and through the hole.
All right, on this one, you tend to. Yeah, I get an answer. I always get an answer. Good shot.
And he prudently went for the 4, 5, or an 8 box.
7.
7 box, I'm sorry. Right in front of me, too.
First ball in the second. We're in the third string now, although the grab is still showing. There you go.
And he throws a nice first ball on the head pin. Leaves a 9-10. And I don't know about the wood. Let's see what he does.
A little chance of making it with that one. So he's starting to thinking about the tip there.
And this is left of the 9 pin. This is, I think he was trying to cap the wood and direct the ball on my hunch.
All right, so Parkinson came in with a record of 9 and 5. Is now 11 and 7 on the early on the season. What about the league in the ACST? Every member head pin down to the 5. First ball in the third, Parkinson.
Leaves a head pin, some wood, but that wood ought to work. But there's a risk that the wood behind it may deflect it. So he takes a moment to take a rebound now and to plan out his shot.
So there's 16 bowlers in the conference. Closes the wood on that one for his first spare in third. 16 bowlers in the conference. They face everybody once. But there are 4 bowlers in your division that come around and also in a divisional match. They play each other to start the season and to finish the season. 5 on the field for Parkinson. Back to you, Dan.
Yep. So he leaves a 3 and a 2. Again, we are in week 2 of competition in the ACST. So 30 after 3 for Chris, up against Rob's 33 after 3. He misses the mark.
For the 10.
It's a 9 for 39 after 4. Linehan's at 47 after 4. So wants to finish big here.
First ball in the 5th. To the right, that's 3 on the right side out of the 3 hole.
It's a tough spare to make. It's possible, but it's hard to do. He's got to hit this right in that pocket, I think.
Near miss.
That's where he went. He just went by the head pin. And the head pin's got a little lean to it, so I think it was touched.
For the 10, but he gets 9. So 48 half. 1 spare for Chris Parkinson. He ended up leaving 7 on the deck there. And a 5 fill.
Like, where'd he go?
Linehan with a 9-pin lead. Matches tied 2 apiece. Parkinson won game 1, 125, 115. Linehan game 2, 139, 125. 6 spares and a strike. Now he has a lead after the first half by 9.
Rob's up on the right side, his first ball in the second half. He takes out 8.
He was over on delivery, but he was making an adjustment. I think his feet were not where it was. He just moved his whole body over. Made just about perfect shot. There he did it again.
And he picks up the spare.
He makes a lot of adjustments. He has 4 or 5 steps. And his body moves where it needs to, depending on where the pin is and where the swing is. Look at that.
Look at that, 8 in the fill. Yeah, both these guys have a great eye for the game. And they put up some big games. Very competitive.
There it is. 2 spares in a row. 4 on the game for Linehan.
That puts him at 85 plus a ball in the 7th box.
Overcooked that one to the 3 pin. 5 on the bonus though.
So Rob's at 90 after 7 and trying for another spare for 3 in a row. And misses left. So he's opening the 8.
He's been delivering quickly as soon as the balls come back. Now he's waiting for one. 4 balls are back there.
I don't have any balls.
So we have a little delay. Rob always has a quick delivery.
It's calling for the commissioner to come and help him out. Danny Finn's arrived behind us. No, he's using a lane ball.
He's using a house ball.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
97.
Now you really broke it.
Yeah. Presumably those balls are back there rattling around and causing a clog.
Well, that can throw your pace off in a game when that happens.
Steve Reno's going to try to help out. Steve Reno Senior
No, mine the same way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
running back around.
2-6.
Well, we have a break. Let's see what we have coming up this weekend. We're going to see the Sunday Pro Series opening week. At
It's
Exeter.
sad they outrun the bear.
Saturday is Outrun the Bear, Scratch. I think we have 65, 70 sign up. Yeah, I'm a sacrificial lamb in that one.
I'll be there.
Are you there too,
I'm
man?
there. I'm in.
Yep. Chances of making it through Scratch on that one.
Hey,
For
I
us,
didn't think-
1-0
I didn't think I
bowlers.
was gonna win it. I didn't think I was going to win it the year I won it.
Yeah, that's right. How did that happen?
It came down to me and Matt Hager.
Yeah, this is a big crowd. Or?
Yeah.
That was back in the Wooden days before they brought in
Before
the
they brought the synthetic from Malden.
synthetic lanes. Yeah, this is the old Ryans in Malden.
Synthetic lanes.
When they closed down, which is actually right near my work. We used to go there for Christmas parties. They brought the lanes back over here, and
He better not have a us.
in both years that was in 2018, Rob.
Yeah,
Right?
2018, yeah.
That's a fun tournament, and it's an interesting strategy after this. Is you don't have to win every string. You just
No, and
can't
I think
be in the
I
bottom
used
10.
Yeah.
And I managed one year to come in second in the handicap.
Yeah,
And it was like that. I was running right along the cut line all the way through, and then all of a sudden I find myself with just me and Michael Gender left. And I think I was as surprised as anybody. And it was a 6-pin game. He beat me by only 6 at the end.
Mike's taken a couple of those, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
yeah.
He beat me 600 to 570 in the first round in a B division game. It's one of my better days at 570.
I'm guessing his broken hand's fine.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked really good, actually.
Yeah, Mike and I are even. He beat me once, and I beat him once. And which was an upset.
Hey, Chris, when did you win your
We were making great timing.
Yeah. Was it wooden lanes or was it in the synthetic days?
Danny, all I need is one. We're good. I don't know
Steve
where,
Reno's
I don't know
still
where, I
back
don't know
there
where I
working.
got that one.
Scratch? I'll show that one to the camera.
The house ball came back.
New first scratch.
The house ball came back.
Rob, you're using 2 pound 6 ounce bowling balls, is that right? 2 pound 6 ounces today? And you have some that are 2.7. What's the difference, Rob? When do you play with the
I
sevens?
feel like I use the 2.7s at older houses because the older pins and the older lanes and all that. These the pro rubber right now just slide off the cement.
Okay.
I think so. Easy, don't move me.
We are in a lane. Oh, we need double teaming out there now.
Loading in the righty.
Break.
Open register.
Alright, thanks. I got it covered.
Oh, Chris. Oh, we're waiting, guys.
It's okay, Gretchen used to work.
Tell me about your run the bear experience. How that went down.
I'm just basically following my game.
I like how it's like, I don't got this. Not easy any.
What's the draw? Just had a good day.
Do you remember who you were playing in the finals?
What happened was the last 4 people were bowling. And
I was eating like the ball.
to tell you the truth, I knew Sport Eagle. And then Sport Eagle was 5 pin. Ball, I think on the 5 pin. I throw a ball, I went through a hole. I left the door wide open for the other bowlers.
There's still one of them back there.
And fortunately, they
Which hopefully it's
didn't
still
do that, and I did all the thing. 120 something. So I,
You just didn't have bad games that day, guys. No more than
No,
one.
you were like steady Eddie that day.
yeah, I was
He was like steady.
I was steady.
Posted in the teens and
all
the
day,
20s.
and I had a lot of luck. A lot of luck. I even have a tattoo in my left arm.
Yeah.
All day. That's what I came. But, it was a crazy experience, but one that entrenched in my brain. That's what I like.
Well, if you just joined us, it's a lane delay. We're in at the midpoint of the match between Rob Linehan and Chris Parkinson. Match week 2 of the ACST Pro season. Actually,
On the not right
call
side. One of
it
my
A Division champ.
Hopefully it's intact.
Linehan will be starting his 9th box when they reset things here on 16. Both bowlers won a string. Chris Parkinson steady as they go, 125 and 125. Linehan with a 115 and a 139.
I have 3 out of 4. No, that one came back. I'm missing one of mine.
Who else is in your division, Chris? Do you know? Maybe Justin Waters.
Yeah, just
Like
last
I
year's
got that in my
7th
bag.
grade.
I got hit.
Okay, what's his average? He started with a 675, really close to your 681 a couple weeks ago, right?
Let's put it this way: his average is way better than mine, and
Yeah.
I know when I face him next, I'm in for a wrecking ball. Yeah. Let's put it that way.
You have to do your best to beat his good, yeah? Sure.
I'll do my best to shoot.
Where's my other bowling ball? I got 3 out of 4.
The toughest motors to change on all of them. You're gonna have to move over to here.
Okay. Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a while.
It's going to be a while. So,
17 and 18, I'll switch them over.
hey, we're going to do a lane
Roll
change.
your cart right through here.
Yeah, let's smell the cart right through.
We will roll it.
The
Can
extension
someone...
cord long enough.
Except-
I'm worried about the extension cord, though.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure you don't unplug.
I'm not sure we have room on the extension.
Do we have enough slack?
You might get over before things start.
Might.
Easy, man. That's still going. Wait, whoa.
I'm not going to be able to go more than that. This is... I'm going to have to point it this way.
You go for the ball message.
What up? Yeah, one. Damn, it looks like I'm not bowling on these lanes tonight either. Damn.
Great.
Is that what you were supposed to be bowling tonight?
Yeah, same lane.
I said to him, what's bowling 17 18? He says 15 16. I'm like, oh, bowling 10 18.
I think I'm gonna have to take down my pin cam too. Gretchen. Hello, if you just joined us, we've had a lane breakdown and we are switching lanes here in the middle of the third string. Move our pin cam down to here to work our way from the angle. Rob Linehan with his first ball now on lane 18 on the far right. Dan, I'm going to give you the commentary. I'm going to work on my cropping.
So sometimes when you take a break like that, it's like in baseball when there's a rain delay, you worry a little bit about that messing up your game a little bit, but there's no relief misses here. Rob didn't let him mess him up too much because he was right in the pocket. Dropped 6, left a dime. And he's off to the left a little bit. Diamond looks like it's going to be an easy shot to make, but I don't see it made all that often. It's the worst lead you can get, but it doesn't go all the time. So he leaves a 9, or takes a 9, so 106 after 9 boxes coming into the 10. And he's right in the pocket, and he's got 8. Does he have more? No. The wood looks a little interesting from this vantage point.
Yeah, you can sort of see on the. He's gonna have to turn this into a helicopter.
That's what I was thinking too. He's got to hit the left side of that wood. Which he does, but pretty closer to the red line, so it comes in flat. Pick up 1 pin. He gets really lucky at the bolt. It's unlikely. And that's what he does. He picks off the 9 pin for a 115 string.
Back to 115, 139, 115 through 3. 369 so far for Linehan. We're going 5 today. Parkinson now needs 67 for the game.
67, yep. And he's off to the left. Takes out 3. And in the pocket nicely, takes out everything but the 7 pin. Just didn't carry over there. That was a great shot.
Four 10.
And he goes wide right for a 9 box. 57 after 6. To Linehan 75. No, he's right on that head. But he leaves the 5-10. Can be made.
Like that, just like that. How about it?
There you go, buddy.
That is
Beautifully done.
in a game where Parkinson had maybe slipped a notch. That is a fantastic spare.
That's one you want replay on. And an 8 drop for the fill. So at the 7th box, he's a 75 to Rob's 90. That's the mark. Again, he needs a 67 half to win this
Wow.
string.
Like
He's
that.
on it. Never count Chris Parkinson out. Never count Rob Linehan out. Both of them can turn it on at any moment. So he's at 85 Chris ball. Rob's 97.
He needs 30, including this field ball, in the next 2 boxes. Tie.
And that's 6. He's in the
Ball
left,
bowler, you
left
think his
pocket.
faster ball would break the land at night?
The right-handed check mark.
Right there.
And misses to the left. After 8, Chris is at 91, Rob's at 97. He's going to need 1 mark. Need to mark the 10. And he picks up a 10 from 101 to Rob's at 106 after 9. So he needs
Sorry, 101?
101. Yep. He needs 15 pins to win, so he needs a spare 5 minutes.
Good, I can leave my shit there then. Alright, still together.
Okay.
4 pin.
Yep, he picks up 3 in the first ball, so this goes. You've got to hit it in the pocket. Just gonna make this. And he goes wide to the left. So Rob will pick up this string too. It's an 8 box, so Chris finishes with a 109 to Linehan's 115. So Rob, as I said before, will win this game. So right now the point totals, Linehan 4, Parkinson 2. 2 more strings to go.
Okay, now since we've moved over to lane 17 and 18, you'll see Linehan next on lane 17.
Any alive back there?
Rob's on the head pin real nice. He's going to get... No, the 10 pin's not going to go, so he has a 3 on the left with the 10 pin, 2, 4, 7, and a 10. Some nice looking wood behind the 2 pin. And that's how he hits it, and surprisingly the wood did carry over to the 10 area, but it didn't impact the 10. So he's open in the first, going for a 10. And he picks it up. Nicely done. Rob has a 10 bucks to start. And in the second box, in the pocket on the left, he's left with a right-handed, right side triangle with some wood that may be very helpful. He's on the object and gets a spare.
Cut. Did you catch that one straight, or did that come off the wood?
They thought for one.
I think it hit the wood first, right?
No, hit the pin first.
Oh, did? Oh, hit the pin first? Okay.
All right, for the fill. Off on the 2 pin, drop 6, did not get a half blister, which is what that kind of looked like was going to happen. And so the 1, 3, 4, 7. And it's off wide right, and it picks up, surprisingly, the left-handed, the left side pins. Leaves just the head pin.
Let's see.
And he picks up another 10 bucks. So he's at 36 after 3. And as Rob was saying, object, object, object. You always want to be on the object pin.
That's right. You'd also see from the angle we have of the camera that now that they've switched over. See how far right he goes, how far left he goes, and how far left or right he has to throw.
So he picks up 3 on that.
Those angles make for a different way, different pinfall.
Yeah.
Than typical bowlers.
And he's off his object, so he leaves the 1-7. Will be open in this box. And gets a field goal. Has an 8 box for 44 after 4.
You're saying I'm not sure. You got a lot of territory to cover.
You trying to count my steps?
It's 18.
First ball in the fifth. Linehan crosses over onto the 3, 1, 2, and 10 remain.
And two ways to make that spare. You can deflect the ball off the pin or deflect the pin over. But you need to hit the head
Object,
pin.
object, object, as it says.
And another
52.
Chris, there's a chance to get even or ahead. Left the door open.
Linehan started this match with a 52 in his first half. He's back there again. He's had two 115s and a sandwich around a 139.
Well, it's an opportunity for Chris. He was on the head pin that time, but only takes out 7.
He struggled briefly in the first half of the third string. 7 and an 8. Missed a couple head pins, and then he was right back where he was. Highlighted that one, of course, his 510. His Woolworth special. Open note, though, in the first. Parkinson with 8. He'll be making his debut in the Sunday Pro League. This coming Sunday. He was drafted.
I'm going with a 112.
We're seeing him up there. Exeter.
Yeah.
Drives that one through the head pin full and grabs 5. Eagle wing right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris used to bowl against me frequently in the Monday night league here. And I still see him on the Wednesday night league too. So, but he's not in that Monday league anymore. But it was comical because we had to set a rule in that league that you could only win one of the superlatives for high single, high triple, or high average. Because Chris almost always had all of them. So the rule came down, you could win one.
9 in the second. So 17.
Good luck winning points.
All right.
Yeah, now they're back to 5 bowlers.
Shook his hand after that one. Didn't like that grip.
But this can still go if you get it in the pocket. Really on either side, preferably the left, I would think. It's still possible to make a spare.
It's like getting a strike.
Yep.
Light strike. There's ball.
And he was on the right pocket for that one.
Triangle fronted by 2 pin. And that'll be 8 in the third. 25. Parkinson. Looking to match 1 spare from Rob Linehan.
Yeah, he's down 11 pins right now on Rob, so it's early in the string.
Head pin falls late.
He breaks up 1 split for a worse split.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a helpful fall.
He's going to have to play this striped pin, striped wood.
Yeah, there's 2 pieces back there next to the 7. Let's see, he's right there. Oh, it went in front of the 7 and behind the 7. The 2
behind the
pieces.
7.
Yep. One behind it, one in front of it.
Had the right idea.
Great bid.
Stevie, can I have that Gatorade?
And 9 there, so 1 for the seat coming up.
Well, he picked up a pin. He was down 11, now he's down 10. He needs a mark here to catch up.
Threw that one 2 miles an hour faster. 30, clocked at 32 going into the pins. 36 miles an hour out of the hand. 3 and 1 split. Good bid, but still a pair up there.
Leaves him to 410. Pretty when it goes.
How's that?
And is it going to go? Nope.
Tough side. 43 for Parkinson. Trailing 4 points to 2. And by 19 in the match, 9 in the game after 4.5. Linehan?
Are we gonna get copyrighted with the music playing?
Maybe.
Now that you tipped them
I
off.
just noticed it now.
Yeah. Linehan now on lane 18. Thin headpin shot sends the one right of the eagle wing. Has a good look at the. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get that corner when the wood's out front.
But it's all you got to shoot it.
I was talking with Craig Holbrook at League last night and about the possibility of doing a show about playing wood in situations like that. Different ways to think about how to move that wood.
Well, that's not a terribly bad idea because
Especially with someone like Craig, he's just like you could talk to him for 20 minutes about it.
What I'm thinking is that if you go online, there are. I don't know if you can hear me or not. If you go online, there are a number of instructional videos on bowling Candlepin, but a lot of them are really aged, and they're great to watch because you get some really good bowlers doing the teaching. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to update some of those. I think. And Craig is a great bowler to use in that. Rob gets another open box.
He had the 7, 8, 10, and not enough wood to play. Good 10.
He hooks it over to the 10 and has a 10 box for 71 after 7.
That's not bad.
In the right pocket,
Right now, here's
opposite pocket for a lefty.
Here's some wood that looks really, really nice. You got to worry a little bit about the 7-pin.
Yeah, I agree,
Wood,
because you could deflect the ball
on
around
the
it.
front. He's got the 2, 4, and 8 back there. Let's see.
And
It
he gets
goes off.
Played the right-hand side of the wood.
That was pretty.
Worked.
That was pretty.
Some 81 and a ball after 8.
How's that?
And
Strike on spare.
And that's a big ball. Big strike. 10 fill. Nice 20 bucks gives him 91 after 8. 101 plus a fill.
Did it again. Moved to 19 points.
He's breaking things again.
Just had to wait for the tubes to
All
fill
right,
on that
that's
one.
okay. It's
No
okay.
major malfunction on that one.
First ball on the 10th on the strike. Wide right. 6 down on the first.
4 horsemen left as a lead. Object pin is necessary here. And he gets it.
Hey,
3 in a row, another 10 fill.
3 in a row.
111 after 9. So 121 in a ball.
Well, you take it easy.
And 3 in the fill for a 128 or 124.
124, I
sorry,
think.
124. Had in my head he had a 125.
Yeah,
I called it right before.
forces Parkinson to come up with 81 for the points here in the 4th string.
I've seen Chris throw 104 half before.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So it's in his capability. It's in his wheelhouse
Yeah,
to hit 81.
he's had a lot of spares. He haven't seen the strike ball yet from Parkinson. Two strikes for Linehan on the day.
He's had some that I thought were going to be strikes. They were right in there.
Oh, where'd you walk in?
Why not?
And another
And the
split.
difference between that and a strike, not a bunch. Not a lot.
And that's a kind of an ugly leave. 2 and 2. Chris is trying to take it off the wall.
Those are parallel pins, though we don't call them the parallel pins.
So now I suppose he'll just go for the other 2.
Yeah, just about impossible.
And he almost picks it all up, but 9 box. So at this point, he's only 9 pins under Rob, 61 to 52.
That's right.
But he really got to mark. He's up against 3 marks in a row down the road here. And again, on the head pin. Does not get rewarded for it. Has 3 on the right, 1 on the left.
Walter's message called me on Saturday. He was just one
How about that one?
And
How
he gets
about that
He picks
one?
it up. That little extra action he gets from this beat of the ball.
Mine was a lot grittier.
You're so really wrong.
I usually do. Usually like split city.
1 on a fill.
Not bad.
And 7. Is it going to be 8?
Well, I'll take it.
Nope. So a 7 fill puts him at 69 after 7. So now he's down 2 pins. But up against 3 marks. And he picks up a second mark, which he really needs to do. Now we got a game. So 89 in the ball.
79.
79. Keep it simple down there. Alright, so 79 in the ball. And 5, so 84. Getting closer. It's down 7 pins from Rob.
Needs 40.
This is wide. Yep, as Bob was saying, he needs 40 pins in these 2 boxes. So if he gets a 10 here, he can tie with a triple strike.
Alright,
And
that's it.
that pretty much does it. It's been mathematically eliminated.
Alright, we'll give 6 points now for Linehan.
I guess you just say it. Oh, this angle this way.
See the pins from this
Yeah. This angle's a lot. This angle's a lot better.
Well,
I don't like it.
you can't see the bowler right now, so
No.
you have to like sort of. Here he comes.
And in a 10 box,
Oh, you can't see. Can't see him like 17.
I have to aim it differently. I want that's why.
You can't see 17.
I know. I have to aim it
Chris has a
differently.
3, 9, 10.
Look at this. Oh.
And looked like he had a good shot at making it
It's
from
okay,
this
I'm
angle,
back
but
half.
it doesn't always open in the 10. He ends up with a 9 box for a 102 string.
Yep.
So Linehan takes this one. And let's see where we stand on the totals after the 4th string.
Yeah. Let's make the adjustment for the
Okay.
that.
So currently Rob is up on total 493 to Chris's 461. So Rob has a 32 pin lead on total right now.
Okay, what are we waiting for now? Doing a check on the official score.
Alright, the bowlers are recording their scores.
461, that's what we got. Yep. That checks out. Alright, Linehan setting up on lane 18, but I think he's gonna go, comes back to 17.
So currently Rob has 6 points, Chris has 2. Total, as everybody as I'll remind everybody, is 4. So if Chris can pull off a 32 pin lead, 34 pin victory, he can take total, and that's going to be very, very important for him.
Okay, he drops down to the 4-8. You hear the league bowlers have started to arrive. Both Rob and Chris will be bowling tonight. Oh, he chops the 4-pin. Open in the first. Linehan leads by 32 in the match. Going into the 5th string with a 9.
Yeah, I think they're going to be beat after tonight because they do 5 strings here, and they both come in both 5 strings for the league.
They're good for 10.
Yeah, better than I am.
Linehan on the 2-pin. Leaves the 1, 3, 6, and 7. Wood is deep. Would help that time, but the 1 pin won't fall unless you hit it. Third ball, 4-10, 19 through 2 for Linehan. Welcome, you just joined us, Bob Lee from Candlepin Bowling Network with Dan Castle. We are broadcasting the ACST today. Working on an agreement to do matches for ACST to support the league. And if you are one of our many 770 subscribers, we ask you to please move over to ACST's new YouTube channel and subscribe there. That's where we're going to be posting games. There's a spare on the 4 Horsemen split ahead.
He's right on tonight.
Yeah, he's.
That usually never goes here.
I was thinking the same thing with that video.
And hopefully Rick Kimrowski's watching. That's the Kimrowski special, as Paul has christened it.
Well, 36% of the time they do go. Even in places like the house is tough.
Well,
7 on that fill?
Yep, 7 on the fill. Nice split. It's makeable. He gets on it. He's off a little. That's one of those. If you hit the head pin, you're probably going to get it, as long as you don't push through straight. But if you don't hit the head pin, yeah, you kind of.
So, like I said, I encourage everyone to go over and visit the ACST's new channel. As Linehan takes 10 in the 4th, 46. Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Subscribe to it. A lot of people watch without subscribing. I think a lot of people watch without ever logging into YouTube. It makes an enormous difference. It's no cost to you as a viewer. And what happens is if you get to 1,000 subscribers, then then the money from the ads goes to the producer, and it makes a huge difference to organizations like ACST or the Candlepin Bowling Network. Linehan for the spare is wide.
There's a lot of great matches posted on there in all of the divisions.
That's right.
And it's very close and very exciting finishes of some of these. You never know when you're going to turn it on.
So, 54 half for Linehan. Chris Parkinson looking to catch up. He started this one 32 behind in the match. He needs 54 to keep up with Rob. Linehan start. Blast the head pin again.
Head pin is doing him no favors tonight.
Yeah, usually you get a spare leave about 40% of the time. The other 40% of the time you get a split like this. 10% maybe in the gray, 10% of the time you get a strike. That's the difference.
I'm a little surprised on this. He went to the left hand. I figured he'd go to the right and try to let Wood over. That's he's doing it now. And that worked. That moved the Wood over, but he went in front of the center.
Wood wasn't angled right. 9 in the 1st for Parkinson. Yeah, so this year on ACST and on the Candlepin Bowling Network, we'll be featuring all sorts of matches. Another.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, good. That was looking like a 4-10 for a minute, but yeah, Wood. I don't know if that Wood is angled right.
I think you got to hit it on the left side and then make them off the wall and not hit the intent pin, but it ought to.
Oh! Hit it on the left side.
No, he hit it pretty much on the red line, a little to the left. I think it might have needed to be a little farther to the left, but it did come off the wall and go around the 10.
That's 10, 19, 2.
At this point, if I'm hitting the head pin that much and hitting that, much bad luck, I'm about ready to throw the ball over here.
Doesn't help.
No, it's not legal either. But
I think it is as long as you don't cross the lobby line.
that's going to give people ideas. But it's really frustrating when you know your ball's on, you're getting that hit and you get split after split.
Eagle wing here. Parkinson just left. Open in the 3rd.
That'll put him on, below Rob on this string. They were tied to 2.
29. Match was at 493 to 461 for 4. Parkinson.
On the head pin. Well,
I've never seen this before.
that's a spare lead, though. Although I think there's some risk that that wood in the back may not help.
This time, one spare to match Linehan's spare here in the 5th string. All right, 6 plus 7, 8. Bonus. 47 through 4.
He has good wood for this one, I think. It's a little tricky with that front wood, but that back wood is lined up nicely if he can get to it.
Runs in for the spare.
Oh, jeez.
Denied. Poke the wood in the eye. At the lead. Going into the final half, there it was. 57's half. A 3-pin lead in the game. Linehan leads by 29 in the match. See on the scoreboard. Scoreboard. And bowlers move over to lane 18. And open in the 5th is right on the
Is that going?
shaking 8-pin. Will not fall. Plenty of room to miss, and Linehan takes advantage of it. 64 through 6 plus ball. In the fill, 4 pins. That one went through the 2-hole. As so often happens. Beautiful bid. Wow. It's like a little half blister, but a lot of times when you hit that 2-hole, you get some spray out in the corner like that.
He made a great bid on that one.
10.
There you go.
78 through 7. He's 8 over. Linehan 571 through 47 boxes. Okay, getting some. I don't know if that was necessarily helpful. 1, 7, 9, and 10. The wood's decent on the right side. Not so helpful on the left.
Hit the head pin and see what happens.
How about that? How about that? It went up, over, and bounced right by the center.
Unbelievable.
On the inside.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty good. Nope. So. $87. And he needs 20 for 600 series.
On the head pin that time.
Usually helps when you do that, but not this time.
The wood's really interesting here. He hits his object pin, maybe. It's going to go. We're going to be right on it.
Oh no.
Right off of it.
It was right behind. The wood was behind the one there.
Yeah.
And hit it right in the eye.
Yeah, I think if he. Well, that could go.
It could,
And it
but it
doesn't.
won't. All right, so Linehan will need a mark for a 600 game.
Oh, dreaded half hoist to right.
Okay, Route 39 that time. To the right.
Oh.
Where's Route 39 go? Let's find out. All right, not bad.
So we get a 10 here, and this leaves the door open for Chris.
Yep. At least 2 points.
And a 10 for 106.
I think 108.
That's not what this says up on the screen.
You're right, 106. All right. Score correction in the 9th box there. 106 and a 599 total.
Are your parents sitting there?
Parkinson. Late ball on the head pin. See,
Give me
looks like 4 good pieces. 4 good pieces of wood back
He
there.
does.
How's he gonna
It's a
play
good
him?
spray and pray position. I'm going to hit the red line on that front piece of wood.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to be toward to the left.
All right.
Go for the middle.
So he needs a 50 half to win the game. Pinning obviously is going to matter.
Yeah, pinning is key right now. You don't want to get fancy. At least get the 2 points.
He'll need a mark at this point. 40, you need 40 in 4 boxes.
40 to tie, 41. He needs a mark to win.
Boy,
That's so frustrating. You sit right on
the Zenith Candlepin, you really have to deal with it.
He's got to cut that pin. That's all he's got. Or the wall, but
Beautiful man.
yep, nice try. That's excellent.
Half time you hit the head pin, no, but it's going to be a striker. It's going to leave you a nice square lead. The other half, there's a good chance it's going to be a square.
Well, sometimes when you have a powerful bowler like Chris, who throws a very solid ball, sometimes when they're a little too full, they're much more likely to punch out. But that's countered with the fact that he gets a lot of pin action.
I feel like we're going over 6 and we're still a bit.
Chris gets a ton of pin action on his ball. So he's at 75 after 7, down 3 from Rob. First ball in the 8th. And again on a head pin, again a split.
Another red number.
Yep. So if you bowl in Ryan's Family Amusement in Millis, the scoreboard will show a red number when you get a split. And Chris has been running a lot of red up there. So he gets 8 on that box. Or 8, no, that was a strike, or spare attempt, I'm sorry. He's got a 3rd ball here. And he does get 8 on that box, I'm sorry if I jinxed him. So 87 to 83, Chris has an 83. He's down 4 pins. Must mark to win this string.
It's 23 for the tie, 24 for the win. How about that? Okay.
Well, he's on the head pin. He didn't get as much as he should have, but at least they're all together this time.
Bundles of 5 are certainly convertible, but only in the low 30s.
On the object pin,
You kind of have to throw a strike ball on the corner pin on those. They will go.
just 2 win on that. So pick up the other 2. 8 box. 91 after 9 to Linehan's 96.
Okay, how about 16 for the win on the last one?
Spare 6. Okay, off on the 6 pin. And when I call that my alternate head pin because sometimes I go through spells where that's the head pin for me, and that's when I get my first ball. So I've gotten good at throwing it this way. And he's on it. And,
no. Come on.
Really? All right, so
Not a kind day for this box, this string anyway. Linehan was great.
Chris is throwing a really good ball. I think he's just the luck of the draw right now.
99. So there you have it, our final score, 599 to 560. Point 12. You put 12 points as Linehan wins game 5 and 4 points for the total. That'll do it. Now we're going to get ready for league, and we're not going to film that. Bob lead, Dan Castle. Congratulations, Rob Linehan.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the lanes.